close those deals. UL right here. Yo!
What's up, Albert?
How's it going, dude? Doing good? You can see I'm starting out with very informal language. The first thing I said was, yo! And that's basically just to try to set a setting throughout this call. I don't want this to sound like a sales call. I want it to sound like a friendly conversation. And the way you do that is by having character, not being boring. Your voice shouldn't sound like this and just be like monotone. You should actually express yourself because that does two things. It loosens you up a little so you sound more confident, and it loosens up the prospect as well so that they trust you more.
Good. I don't have the camera right now, right? I just talk through the phone and watch the screen.
Sure, would definitely be better if your camera is working. Prospect actually mentions themselves that do they need to turn their camera on. I think he just woke up at like 2 p.m. or something. But I would always recommend that you say yes, turn your camera on if you can. And if they don't mention it, if they just join without their camera and you just continue with the call, then tell them, I don't see you right now. Is your camera working? Exactly like that, to get them to turn on their camera. It becomes much better and you build a better connection when you can actually see the person that you're talking to. You can see the reactions that they have, which gives you way more information than just like a phone call, which is basically what this is. And I tried to tell him that he should turn on his camera, but he never ends up doing it, which is a pretty bad start, I'm not gonna lie.
Do I need my computer up or is it off my phone alright?
Probably better if you join on your computer, because there's some things I want to show you as well, which it's nice to have a larger screen. Did you just wake up?
Yeah, I stayed up pretty late. I just woke up, put an alarm for this right here.
Damn. Well, what time did you go to bed?
Maybe like 10, like just like 4 or 5 hours ago.
10 a.m.?
Yeah.
Shit. Well, where are you at right now? You in Vegas?
Yeah, I'm in Mountain Time.
Damn. Well, what are you doing there?
Stayed up late to watch the charts, but I don't know, the timing's pretty slow in one city, so it's just kind of like opened my eyes throughout how to get as many messages. But I don't really do any calling to the evening, so, because a lot of people don't answer in the middle of the day. They already don't answer in the evening, but I call them like when they're not doing much.
Yeah. All right. So we do a bit of small talk. I basically ask like, how's it going? Where are you staying right now? Like what city? Why are you up so late? Again, like just some friendly banter is what I try to create. And what you'll notice is that he actually already comes with an objection. So he comes onto this call already. We send him the demo with like, okay, I shouldn't buy. The first thing he says right here is that I don't think anyone's going to pick up the phone. I try calling them, they never pick up the phone. Already there, he actually comes with an objection before we've even started talking about anything yet. And the golden rule in sales and on sales calls is that if someone comes with an objection, a limiting belief, something that they don't think is work, you want to handle that as soon as possible, like straight away. The reasons that you lose sales calls and those don't close them is when objections and concerns don't get handled by you. Do you call them like as soon as they come in? Like you're talking from the ads, right? The people that come in for the ads?
Yeah. I don't just call them right away. Like they text back right away and I talk to them and then they give me time if there's anyone who calls, give them a call.
Yeah. So you give them a call if they don't respond to the text?
Yeah.
Okay. But you don't the text of course like goes out automatically, right? Straight away? The automatic text?
Yeah, that first one, yeah.
Nice. But you don't call them straight away?
No, I haven't, because I tried doing that and it's just like no response because it's confusing because they're on social media and then I call them and they'll be busy. I'm like, fuck, you have time to scroll and I just call them now. And how do you not ready to talk?
Yeah, no, it do be like that. It's just it's a volume game. We were working with a guy in Australia and he said the exact same thing. I don't know, you know Alex Amosi, of course, right?
Mm-hmm.
He's about to have a kid. It's pretty insane. But he had like said some statistic that you gotta call them like on average 5 times or something before like an average person picks up the phone. I actually fucked up this part. Like I said, I think it's like within 4 minutes, 5 minutes. I think it doubles, no triples. That is the wrong way to say it. I should have just been like more sure of the statistics. I think it is within 5 minutes and then it triples. I think that's what the statistic is. Or maybe if it's even more. But I shouldn't say that. I shouldn't be like not sure in my statistics. I should just say Alex Hormozi says that if you call it within 5 minutes, the conversion rate triples. That's what I should have said. We actually ask a question like, do you call them as soon as they come in right now? And he says, no. Again, we are building up, we're asking good questions so we can position the sale of our voice agent, because that is what a voice agent helps with. It helps with calling them when they just come in. And he says that right now they don't pick up the phone. That is the next thing we have to disarm. We have to disarm that objection. And the way we do that is that we use an authority figure. I mentioned Alex Hormozi here. And I take up a statistic that Alex Hormozi has said in some podcast somewhere, I think, that the importance of calling leads multiple times and as soon as they come in. Listen to this, which is insane. Like, who the fuck calls someone 5 times? But apparently that's what it takes. And you also want to call them within, I think it's like 4 minutes or something. If you call them within 4 minutes, it doubles. No, it doesn't double. It triple the chances of a conversion. If you call them like straight away, multiple times. Do you double dial? See what I do here? I said, who the fuck actually calls them 5 times? It's to not disagree with him. That's one of the most important things in sales. You don't disagree with the prospect. You don't say, no, you're wrong. That's not how you change someone's belief. Instead, you agree with them, like, okay, who calls them this many times? I don't blame him for not calling him. That's the worst way to do it. Because if you blame someone for something, they're instantly going to go defensive mode and you won't be able to do anything. They will never be convinced. So the way you do it is that you agree with them. You say, like, who the fuck actually calls them 5 times? But apparently that's what you should do. Alex Hormozi says so. Like, you see the difference there? Very important.
Yeah. I called once, then I answered. Call again.
Okay.
But I only ever called twice. And that's basically, on to the next.
Nice. It's very important that you double, like that you call twice, because like, I don't know about you, but I always have my phone in do not disturb. So if you call, like if you only call once, then it doesn't show up. But at least do not decode on iPhone, like do not disturb, goes through the second time. Then the phone call actually shows up. So yeah, want to do that. We are educating here. The way that I like to do sales calls, not to go in and try to convince someone. I'm just educating about how things work. So for example, right now I'm asking him, does he double dial? So does he call people twice always if they don't pick up the first time? The reason you want to do this is because, and this is something that you should know as well, is that if you have do not disturb on your iPhone, then the first call will always like not show up. It won't even show up on your phone. But the second call will. I don't know why that is. I think Apple just added it. So if it's a very important call, then it shows up if someone double dials. So when you're outreaching, when you're calling clients, or when you do anything and they don't pick up the first time, always call them the second time, because it might not be intentional that they didn't pick up the phone. They might just have do not disturb on.